What's up, guys? This is an 11-minute gameplay. I mean, I have a ton of stuff to talk about, or that I want to talk about today. So I'm pretty much just gonna go until I'm done talking, and then I'll just cut off the rest of the gameplay, or maybe just cut off my commentary and put in some music. I'm not entirely sure. I'll do one or the other. But yeah, I got a number of stuff to talk about that don't really relate or coincide with one another, but that have just been on my mind lately and have been really either really prominent news or just big arguments in the YouTube community. And I just want to give my thoughts because I feel like over the course of being on YouTube, I was always one to really just stick away from the drama that a lot of the other commentators would get into. And I know, like, being as a smaller channel, you're not really going to get into that drama and make a huge mess. But there's still a lot of commentators of that smaller size that do like to state their opinion and everything like that. So I feel like I feel like this is a matter that, like, it actually frustrated me listening to both sides of the story, and so I want to give my opinion on that. But before we get into that, I want to talk about something that happened on Friday, and most of you, if not all of you, have heard of it, and that was the school shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, Connecticut, which, if you guys didn't know that, I live about 10 minutes away from there, so I'm not very far away at all. And in fact, because of the fact that I go to a private school in Connecticut, a lot of the people, a lot of my friends, people that I knew, actually live in that town or live even closer than I do, and knew some of those kids. Parents taught some of those kids when they were younger, or in piano lessons, stuff like that. And so I think, even though I didn't directly know any of these kids, I wasn't related to them in any way. I wasn't their parents. I feel, just because of my close proximity to these kids, and how I'm indirectly kind of related to them, it really hit home. And such a it's just something that you'll never get used to as much as you experience these violent acts. It's something that can never really I don't see how anyone can ever get used to experiencing something like that. And it was just terrible to hear about it during school, and having multiple kids in my school leave because they were just bawling in school because they knew these kids, they knew these families, and that's just hard to deal with. I mean, after my grade going through so much and having to deal with another thing here, it's just rough. And I know, like, I'm making it sound like I'm hurting, like this is so very hard to me, but honestly, I can't even comprehend how hard it must be for everyone that is directly related to them: the parents, the grandparents, the best friends, the uncles, the aunts, the cousins. I can't even begin to comprehend how that really does feel right now. So don't take that don't take this in that way. I'm just saying how hard it was as a school for and me to deal with another violent situation like this, because if you didn't know, about a year ago at this point, maybe a little less, maybe 9 months actually, a pretty good friend of mine actually took his own life, and of course violently. He didn't take pills, he didn't overdose, he took his own life in a violent manner. And about 4 months before that, another student in my grade, his father actually committed suicide. And so having to just not only like hear about these incidents, but be close to them, it was hard enough to begin with and hard enough to understand and cope with. But now this just, I mean, it's like the icing on the cake. And I don't think my grade, my school is going to recover from it for quite a while. I don't think Newtown will ever recover from it. And I think it's going to be a very long time before the nation, the United States, begins to, before the whole, before everything starts to die down and it just becomes another, I don't want to say it like in that way, but before it becomes history. I think it's going to take a while for the nation to get there. And so, the next couple things I want to talk about as my dog decides to eat the pine needles from my Christmas tree. I don't know if that's good or bad from him, so I'll probably take it away after I'm done talking here. But the next thing I want to talk about is this real huge YouTube drama that has been going on between I don't even know how to pronounce it, iFlyDude and Lefty643. So this has gotten pretty turned into a pretty big incident at this point, and it's typical YouTube drama, in my opinion. I mean, you have this iFly guy that I'm subscribed to, and it's not really it's not for any particular reason, being just the fact that I was actually subscribed to him before all of this, what is his name? Max, all Raw Instinct incident. Before all of that, I was subscribed to him, so it's just kind of been going with the flow, really, for him ever since. But now that Lefty actually brought this situation up, who, by the way, I've never heard of before this, before I saw his video, but you tend to start to notice the similarities between channels on YouTube, and I don't think that's honestly, I don't think that can how that would harm a channel in the sense of how he's doing it. I mean, Raw Instinct, apparently, according to a number of different people, not only this dude that rose from 4,000 to 90,000 subscribers, or what was it, 4,000 to 70,000 in a week, was it? How fast he grew because of this one video and because of numerous big, huge channels supporting him. I mean, I don't know where I'm going with this. Pretty much, I'll just give my opinion on it. I mean, pretty much, you're gonna see similarities between channels. It's gonna happen if you have 2 to 3, 4 big Call of Duty channels that are all centered around doing the same exact thing of posting tips and tricks, posting the best tricks for the game to help people get better. Then you're gonna see similarities, and I think the biggest example of that is T Martin and Woody's Gamertag. I mean, throughout the years, I've seen them post the same videos on the same days, or the same videos a day or two apart. I mean, you're gonna see similarities. It's really not a big deal, and I think they understand that. Now, given Raw Instinct apparently took this to the next level, but I don't understand. I don't see how iFlynn has really been cheating. But then yet again, I also respect Lefty's opinion. He sounds like a decent guy, I guess. He uses pretty fucking big words, but he seems like a decent guy. So I'm not really gonna complain about either one. I just feel like we should cut out all the bullshit and be able to understand that channels are going to have similar videos, and there's really nothing you can do about it, and it's going to continue to happen. So fucking deal with it, man. And I ended up using this entire video, which was surprising. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.